Hey guys, thanks for clicking on the video today. We're going to do the Elder event quest bosses for February 2026. This is my first time talking on video, so I'm definitely going to sound nervous. Also, you'll be able to tell on the gameplay that I was very aware that I was recording because there's quite a few simple mistakes. Um, at the end, because it's my second video and I just happen to get bad luck with the keys, we're gonna have like a surprise like crystal opening of some of the tooth and claw because it gave me 15 tooth and claw from the key. So on the very first path, all it's the cosmic path. The only thing that I used was Carolina. She just went through the entire quest, stamina, light, do yellow specials, or SP2s, whatever you want to call them. They die. Um, the reason I used Onslaught for Jabari was just the node saw that there was Caldrobes, so anytime I see Caltrops and it's not someone that's immune to Neuron Shock, so basically Maker, I almost always pick Onslaught for free healing and to let me play Onslaught recklessly like I do in this. I had a really hard time intercepting her for some reason. She always seemed to intercept me. Let's try. I'm not the world's greatest interceptor anyways, but this one just stood out to me as particularly bad. And this part's pretty bad too because I did throw the special 2 into block, but normally that's not really a big deal with Onslaught. I just wasn't paying any attention to the intercept protection tower. Otherwise, she would have been dead already, and it made me have to play out a little bit more of this awful fight. And here in just a few seconds, we'll be on to the next. So this path was the tech path. This is the second path. I did the entire thing with Prowler. I mean, he just kind of soloed it. Did have the White Tiger synergy, which whenever you punish specials, you get extra crit damage rating. And I did bring White Mags in for whenever there were people that was going to shrug the parry. On the boss, Storm Pyramid X, I brought Yondu just because I saw there was power gain. Obviously, she's going to be constantly getting prowess, so that's going to be easy for him to eat up. And then whenever I made mistakes, if they happened, or if I pushed her to a special 3, which you'll see I will here in just a little bit, I knew that Yondu would be able to tank it because his special, causing that weakness, is going to let him just absorb all that damage. And if you saw the little bar popping up a couple times, it's because the way I hold my phone, sometimes it hits the volume up and down. And I had already found the right volume and I was trying to get it back. So there she goes to the special 3. On this node, whenever you charge heavy, either of you, you get power gain. And since I knew she was going to throw the level 3 whenever she got it, after I was done attacking, I went ahead and just held heavy so I would come out of her level 3 with me having power gain so that I could go ahead and run into my next special, which then worked out because after the special she'll just drop and we'll be on to the next one. So this is going to be the third path. It was the science path. I pretty much entirely used Photon here. Her Petrify maxes out your Furies like pretty quickly and she just hits like a truck. I did use Spider-Woman for Guardian because you don't have to worry about him auto-blocking your power stings from the level 1 go through block. And I used Silk for Captain Marvel movie just because if you give her any energy damage, it's going to build up her charges. She's going to go indestructible, unblockable, and it's just going to be more of a pain than I want it to be for EQ. I just want to get through it. And then on this fight, obviously Ultron being a robot, he had that evade node, so I went ahead and grabbed Medusa for her true accuracy and to completely shut him off. I don't know why here it kept eating my parries, which I'm also glad I brought Medusa for because she was auto-blocking him to make up for whatever was happening. It happens like 3 times, I don't know why. The fourth path was Mystic. I actually tried to use a rank 1 Sorcerer Supreme just because I've always liked her and I wanted to try her out, but tragically she died pretty early on. So Kushala ended up killing almost the entire path. Mordo did take a fight, I can't remember which one. I actually wanted to try a hood for this Annihilus fight, and I picked him up from the champion swap node. I don't know why I didn't pick him. I guess I just went into like muscle memory mode. I saw that I had Kushala in the party, and that's all it was for me. This is pretty much just a standard Kushala fight. It's Annihilus. You throw a level 1 to nullify so that then you can start parrying once you get his rod taken away. I don't know why he's able to get it back to where this right here hits. I can see that the rod's active. I just thought that I had disabled it before that, and I guess I didn't. So I kind of panicked once I realized I threw it into block. But then when that next special hit and I realized his health was just dropping, I went ahead and went for the full send because, I mean, it's over with. And then on the 5th path, it's the mutant path. I actually wanted to test out Kitty since I got her from the past day 1. My fiance wanted to get her, and I'd never got to play with her. I only started playing in March of 2024. So 7 stars were already things, 6 stars weren't. So I did the entire path with her, and then I wanted to use her for the boss too. Actually, this is my second go at the boss. The first time I tried to parry him, which I knew from the classic of EQ that you can't parry him, and he just beat the crap out of me for doing that. So I had to revive and run at it again. I did bring Apocalypse for giving her Horseman just to kind of give her an extra prowess while we were running around up and down the path, so she does have that. I did die a couple times on the path, but that was all skill issue. It didn't have anything to do with Kitty. It's the same skill issues that you see in the fight against him. Like, for some reason, I keep thinking that his specials are done like 1 or 2 swings before they are, and keep running in to try to punish him, which in turn just gets me punished. And I'm still not used to Kitty, so I don't even have it lined up well with like whenever I have enough prowess to phase or anything so that I can be invisible and not take the damage. Instead, I just end up getting slapped for it, and that ends up making this fight take way longer. Anyone that's used to Kitty at all or actually pays attention to how long these specials last, this fight I'll take like a quarter of the time that it took me. Like, this is just skill issue, bad gameplay. But this will just show you how easy this fight is. If you bring someone with prowess, you'll get grit, so you can actually hit him while he's unstoppable. And I kept not playing into that node. The second that I had enough prowess, I was trying to throw a level 2 since he's Incinerate immune. I managed the entire fight poorly. It's way simpler than I make it look. So I think for anyone else, this is going to be way easier. And now that I'm a little bit more familiar with Kitty, my next run through, or my next time having a fight in Baku will be easier. And then the last path is the skill path. I used Kingpin with his head synergy for 100% on the Purify. I mean, he just ran through the entire thing. I did have Zemo and Crossbones for backup, but I didn't end up using them. Any of them would have actually made this boss fight easier than it is, but I'm a huge Mr. Knight fan, and with this being my second video, I just kind of wanted a chance to show him off. So I went ahead and used him for it. It would have gone a lot better if I had kept parrying so that I could keep the tranquilizers up, because then he would have been putting himself to sleep and would have just had free openings for me to punish. But I got stuck in such a loop of trying to watch his special animations and everything that most of the time I'd find myself being like, oh crap, I have to throw my level 1 right now while the moon phase is changing or something to get that opening where Mr. Knight would have got it already, because everything that he's doing is trying to cause a debuff. But because I didn't keep my tranquilizers up, I'm not building up enough sleep charges on my own. Plus my Knight is only Sig 100. Sig 200 builds out the sleep charges a lot faster. It really does make a big difference for him. At first, whenever I duped him, I was really just excited about the Battleground part where you start the fight with your enough injuries for panic and everything, but really higher Sig is way better for Mr. Knight. Blue Marvel's just not much of a defender. Any of the skill champs that I had would have made this even easier than it was. Like I said, I'm just a Mr. Knight fanboy, and I want an excuse to go ahead and use him. So, and yeah, you'll get to see me take screenshots just so I could remember this is it. You made it through Elder EQ. And I did say that there was going to be some like surprise crystal openings at the end. Like I said, I had that free key from the web store. When I used it, I got 15 Tooth and Claw Valiants. So I decided I'd go ahead and put them in here. I got 2 7-stars from doing Elder EQ, so I figured I'd go ahead and include it. Just have a little bit of an opening. There'll be a surprise during it. It actually kind of caught me off guard too because I have, pretty terrible Valiant luck. I only spin the first 5 of these, just so that I know some people like to spin, some people like to pop. That way I kind of hit on for everyone. The 7-star crystals I always spin. I do want to thank you for watching. If you did actually make it all the way through the video and through what I'm sure was some bad editing and definitely some weird voiceover as I get used to talking during my videos, I would appreciate it if you like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, whatever. Any of that's all appreciated. And hope to see you around soon. We should be having my first live stream before the end of this week. Oh, and there was one of very few 7-stars I've ever gotten out of Valiant. And I only have Kushala at Sig 100 before this, so that's actually a pretty big help for me. Not like I don't have Sigs lying around, but... Alright, thank you again for watching. Appreciate it. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Thanks very much. See you soon.